Howdy everyone, your Pyrel here with some more Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Last episode, we made it up here to the summit of City Dark Isle, and we fought Snaddle right over here. Anyways, we're gonna head on over to this very ominous and spherical looking building, but as you can see, there's someone guarding the entrance. And it's a familiar face. It's been a while, boy. Do you remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you in Gattian Port. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know what we, Cypher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cypher's biggest and most damaging threat. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal to reach City Dark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. So now, we're fighting Cypher Admin, Ardos. He's going to start things off here with Swellow, level 43, and the ability Guts. And also, there's Alakazam that we've seen before. But Swellow, like I've said before, level 43 with the ability Guts, it is a Shadow Pokemon with the moves Shadow Sky, Shadow Break, Shadow Half, and Shadow Mist. You want to watch out for Shadow Half and Shadow Break, and also, because it has Guts, you want to be careful with inflicting status conditions on it, meaning trying to make it easier to catch while paralyzing it can also bite you in the butt. But Swellow, pretty nice Pokemon. It's pretty fast, hits decently hard, especially when Guts is activated, and Guts ignores the attack reducing that Burn inflicts. So, it's definitely a Pokemon I can recommend. Alakazam, on the other hand, we've seen this Pokemon before in action. It's level 44, with the ability Inner Focus, so you can't flinch it. Has the moves Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Psychic. And because the Elemental Punches are special attacks in this generation, it means that this Alakazam can wreak a lot of havoc if you're not prepared for it. But it is a bit on the frail side, which is why I'm going to be focusing on this first. Also, I like how when you attack it, it falls down in slow motion. I think that's just a neat little thing. But yeah, that Alakazam could... that didn't do as much as I thought it would, but... good thing. That's a good thing. I don't want to deal with that Alakazam. Which is why we knocked it out first. It could be a real powerhouse, like I said before, if you're not prepared for it. And hopefully that Swellow will maybe use Shadow Half to cut its HP in half. I don't know. Next up is Kingdra, level 44, with the ability Swift Swim, so its speed gets doubled in rain. With the moves Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Dragon Breath, and Double Edge. Trying to hit this thing with Dragon type attacks, because that's the only type that's super effective against it in this generation, is going to bite you in the butt because most of the Dragon types that you can get in this game at this moment are 4 times weak to Ice type attacks. But just focus on hitting Kingdra with, as hard as you can, really, and things should be good. Things should be good with that. Which is why I'm doing that right now. Shadow Break, that might hurt. That might hurt a lot. Ooh, that hurt. Hoo hoo. Yikes. I'm actually gonna go for Nina here. I do have the risk of getting hit with a Hydro Pump to the face, but the Intimidate will lessen the damage that Shadow Break does. And that's really what I want to do. Also, should I? No, I'm not going to revive Eugene just yet. I might later on if it calls for it. But we're doing pretty good. We've already knocked out 2 of Ardos' Pokemon. Next up is going to be Heracross, level 44 with the ability Swarm. Thankfully it doesn't have Guts, but Swarm will increase the damage of its Bug-type attacks when its HP drops below, I believe, 25%. And it has the moves Mega Horn, Brick Break, Rock Tomb, and Double Edge. All pretty solid moves. Heracross is also another Pokemon that can be really threatening. What I want to do here, actually, is use Flamethrower on it. Hopefully I get the knockout. and then Thunder Wave whatever comes out next. That Shadow Break will probably hurt. That hurt. Okay, that didn't trigger static. I didn't want that to trigger because I don't want to deal with Guts boosting Swellow's attack just yet. But Heracross is knocked down, so that's good. Only has 3 Pokemon left. And next up here is Electabuzz, level 43, with the ability Static, so if you inflict it with any moves that do contact, you have a chance of getting paralyzed. It's a Shadow Pokemon with the moves Shadow Break, Shadow Half, Shadow Mist, and Shadow Storm. Electabuzz, as a Pokemon, it can't quite reach its full potential just because Electivire is not a thing in this game, but it's a decent electric type if you don't want to work with having like Ampharos in your team or Voltorb / Electrode. It's a pretty solid option. What do I do? But also with Electabuzz, I'd rather recommend you get the Elekid that you can get from Hordell by trading your Purified Togepi, because it has access to like Cross, Chop, and the Elemental Punches. But still, not a bad choice. Honestly, a Shadow Half here would be very, very helpful. Would Light Screen lessen the damage of Shadow Storm? I don't quite know. I'm actually probably just gonna heal up, just so I have a chance of surviving. Okay, there you go. There's the Shadow Half. Perfect. And you have to recharge next turn after using that, so good. And maybe Electabuzz will also use Shadow Half. Okay, that's good. Swellow, your HP is as low as I want it to be. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Terry, I guess you can come out. I might need to revive... Yeah, I might need to revive Ellen next turn, because I do want that Thunder Wave again. Really, like, these are all really good Shadow Pokemon, which makes... Like, knocking them out would be no problem, but it's the fact that I have to snag them that worries me. Yeah. I will use one of my revives here. I have 27 of them, so why not? Ellen, come back. Okay, Snag Ball. Will this work? Probably not. 1, 2. No. Okay. Well, you do have to waste your turn recharging, so that's good. That's not good. Let's send out Johnny here. Johnny is bulky, which I appreciate. Okay, Shadow Sky is down as well. I'm just gonna go for the snag again. I'll send out Nina's, or I'll revive Nina as well, because that Intimidate will come in handy. Okay, snag this. Hopefully this one works. Please? Come on. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Okay, that's good. You have one more Pokemon to send out, which is Snorlax, level 43, with either the ability Immunity or Thick Fat, because it is a Shadow Pokemon. It's also holding Leftovers, so its HP will always it'll restore is it 1/16 or 1/8 of its HP at the end of every turn. And it also has to move Shadow End and Shadow Shed. Shadow End, very, very powerful Shadow attack that deals a lot of damage at the cost of half of Snorlax's HP for recoil. Still damaging, but that's something I'm worried about. Anyway, Snorlax as a Pokemon, it's another really, really good normal type. Also, this is why I wanted Ellen to be revived, so I can paralyze this. But both of its abilities are really good. Immunity prevents it from being poisoned, and Thick Fat will cut fire and ice type attacks in half. Both are really good, so can't really be at fault for catching this or snagging the Snorlax with either of those abilities. And also it deals a lot of damage. It's fairly bulky, has a lot of HP. Snorlax is a solid Pokemon. Really good. Definitely one I can recommend. Quite fitting that Ardos here has 3 really good Shadow Pokemon. Electabuzz not as good as Swellow or Snorlax could be, but still. Also, we snagged that Electabuzz, so all that's left is the Snorlax. Okay. I can do this. This is going to hurt! That looks like it would hurt, too. But... oh well. We just need to paralyze this thing. Which is, again, it's what Ellen is here for. And that leftovers will be annoying. It also guarantees that Snorlax will always have HP to cut in half, because leftovers will restore its HP at the end of every turn. Because Shadow End will... it always cuts the opponent's HP in half. Or the user's HP in half. Ellen... bop that thing. Come on. Maybe I can just snag this in one ball. 1, 2. Nope. See, if I let this Snorlax just run around like this, it will cause a lot of damage to my team. That's why I want to snag this thing as fast as possible. I mean, sure, Shadow End is useful because Snorlax's HP is going to continuously be cut in half, but like when Shadow End just does so much damage, it's the strongest Shadow type attack or Shadow attack in this game. It's worrying, to say the least. But whatever. Also, I do have Nina. I do have Nina revived, so Intimidate will be a thing. Or... okay, I snagged it. I was gonna say, Nina has both Intimidate and Charm to lessen the damage that Shadow End will do, but no, we snagged it. And we defeated Ardos. This is trouble if something's not done. And he's the only trainer we fought thus far with 3 Shadow Pokemon. I realize now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Greevil himself. But boy, don't think that this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. I don't know what your dreams are, but... okay. And as you can see, there's an elevator down here. We can't take it because it won't open. But either way, this is where we're headed. And there's a healing machine right here, as well as a PC if you need to swap out any party members. Okay. Oh, no, don't want to heal again. Let's just go through here. Ho ho ho! Now this is quite a surprise. You managed to defeat Ardos. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. That's a creepy smile. So for the time being, I think I'll have you securely out of the way, right where you are now. And he put up a glass wall. that we can't break for some reason. We have 6 powerful Pokemon here that can probably break through this glass, but nope. Our progress has been stopped right when we're so close to confronting Master Greevil. But we're gonna figure a way around this next time. We defeated Ardos, and I think that's good enough. So, next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we're gonna try to find some other way to get over to Master Greevil. Thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Later!